Winter keeps receipts. The pavement never forgets. Yeah. Gray clouds hanging low above the avenue signs. Every frozen breath carried unfinished lives. Snow settled softly on abandoned brick stairs. Silence wore a heavy coat nobody could spare. Blue lights painted halos across shattered glass. Another headline disappeared before it could last. The corner store remembered faces more than names. Watching every season shuffle winners into flames. Some chase survival with tomorrow in their hands. Others lost direction chasing shortcuts through the lands. Trust grew thinner than the ice across the curb. Every whispered promise faded without words. Mama lit a candle by the frosted window frame, praying destiny and mercy weren't the same outside. The wind translated pain in the song, teaching every lonely heart how to carry on. White ash falling where the cold wind blows. Every scar blooms beneath the snow. The streets don't sleep, they document souls. Writing quiet truths, no headline knows. Through every winter I remain, learning wisdom from the weight of pain. If hope survives another night, the sunrise still belongs to light. Old cassette spinning through worn out speakers. Dusty roads wrapped around forgotten dreamers. The drums hit solid like determined footsteps. Simple rhythms holding conversations with regret. The train rolled overhead like distant thunder, shaking every memory buried deep under concrete. Carry stories hidden from the crowd. Some too soft to whisper, some too fierce aloud. Loyalty was tested every passing week, not by loud declarations, by the strength to keep. Every choice echoed longer than a gunshot. Every consequence stayed after fear forgot. Hip-hop became the notebook no fire could erase, giving broken voices somewhere safe to face. The ghosts of ambition, the weight of the past, trying to build something honest that could last. The city collects evidence. Every wall remembers, every season leaves fingerprints. Time changes faces, truth keeps its voice. Now I walk slower through familiar streets, finding quiet victories inside small defeats. The cold still bites, but it no longer owns. Strength grows quietly inside weathered bones. If tomorrow opens one forgotten door, I'll bring every lesson gathered from before. Not every battle needs another scar. Sometimes survival is simply knowing who you are. So let the record spin until the needle fades. Let the snowfall cover yesterday. The city keeps moving, the rhythm remains, turning every memory into something reclaimed. Cassette clicks, the subway fades. When it keeps watching, the music keeps breathing.
Every winter leaves evidence. Every street remembers. Yeah. Every winter leaves evidence. Every street remembers. Gray morning painted brick with a tide glow. Fresh white silence covering yesterday's snow. Boot prints cross paths where the sirens will roam. Everybody searching for a place called home. I'm a stretched hope through another unpaid week. Strength didn't shout, it barely learned to speak. Old heaters rattle like forgotten trains, keeping warm against invisible chains. The block raised children with a weathered hand, teaching every promise had to learn to stand. Some chased quick money through a narrow gate. Some chose patience over tempting fate. The mirror never lied about the cost of pride. Every scar became another guide. The city never whispered what was right or wrong. It simply watched to see who carried on.
Ashes under snow don't disappear. They wait for spring to reappear. Every wound becomes a page. Every season shapes an age. Hold your word when the cold winds blow. Roots grow deeper under snow. When the skyline fades from view, character is what comes through.
Dusty records spinning through a basement haze. Old piano loops recalling better days. Warm roads chords floated through the air, turning empty rooms into somewhere. Simple drums hit heavy without rushing time. Every kick reminded me to stay aligned. A lonely trumpet drifted through the mix, like memory refusing to quit. Ciphers gathered underneath the station lights, trading lived experience into honest mics. No polished image, no borrowed disguise, only quiet truth reflected in our eyes. Hip-hop lived inside community halls, inside train rides and apartment walls. More than music, more than fame, a language every broken dream could claim.
The city keeps records, the seasons pass, truth outlasts applause.
Yeah. Years taught patience where anger once stayed. The strongest foundations grow slowly laid. Every frozen dawn eventually breaks. Every honest heart eventually wakes. Now I carry yesterday without its weight, learning purpose instead of chasing fate. The streets remain, the skyline shifts. Time reveals life's quiet gifts. When the final record reaches silence again, may these words still travel with the wind. Not because they shouted the loudest sound, but because they stood their ground. Cause that stops.
Snow keeps falling, morning keeps coming.
The story goes on. The story goes on. One borough, one borough, one borough, one borough, one borough, one winner, one winner, one winner, one winner. One testimony. Yeah. Snow covered the streets before the sunrise came. Every frozen sidewalk whispered someone's name. Sting climbed slowly from the old street grates like forgotten prayers, trying to outrun fate. Apartment windows framed another restless night. Mothers counting blessings underneath weak lights. Children learn silence before they learn dreams. Growing where survival wasn't what it seemed. The corner store clock never hurried for pain. Every season circled back again. Trust was stitched together one act at a time, broken much faster than a simple line. The city watched quietly without applause, teaching every victory arrives with flaws. No shortcuts hidden beneath the snow, only consequences waiting below.
Cold borough, heavy skies, truth reflected in tired eyes. Every scar became a map, every fall became a path. Hold your word when the world turns gray. Hope survives another day. When the winter calls your name, stand unchanged through wind and rain.
Dusty roads echo through basement walls. Old soul samples answered every call. Simple drums hit steady like a heartbeat's pace, giving quiet courage to an honest place. The train above kept perfect time. Steel wheels singing underneath each rhyme. Hip-hop lived inside the neighborhood air, passed from voice to voice with care. We traded stories instead of pretending. Every ending opened another beginning. The strongest lessons came without a stage, written in notebooks instead of rage. Our horn cried softly through the faded mix, like yesterday, refusing to quit. The music held us when nothing else could, turning survival into something good.
Winter hides footprints, time reveals choices. Character leaves the deepest mark.
Now I carry the block without carrying hate, learning patience instead of tempting fate. Every cold December shaped my view, teaching what endures and what falls through. The skyline changes, the heartbeat stays, echoing through familiar days. If tomorrow asks what built this soul, I answer every loss that made me whole. When the record ends and silence returns, the truth remains because the truth is earned. No glitter, no disguise, no borrowed fame, only honest words that outlive a name. Take clicks, snow falls, morning rises, the story
continues.
evidence, never sleep, The streets remember everything, Evidence,
never sleeps.
The streets remember everything, Yeah. Evidence, yeah. Cold air, wrap the buildings like an old great coat. Smoke climbs slow where the rooftops float. Snowberry footprints never buried the truth. Every cracked sidewalk still remember my youth. The siren cut silence into pieces of blue. Another long night that the morning never knew. Mama kept the lights on with impossible fate. Turning empty cupboards into tables of grace. Every hallway echo with stories half told. Some dreams froze young, some survived the cold. The mirror asked questions I couldn't ignore. How much of myself was left after the war? No courtroom, no jury, just consequence and time. Every selfish choice leaves a permanent line. The city doesn't hate you, it's simply records collecting every promise that was never restored.
Winner writes names in invisible ink. Gone in the thought, but never gonna think. Every heartbeat leaves another clue. The streets keep watching everything you do. Hold your soul tighter than your pride. Storms reveal what people hide. If tomorrow opens another gate, walk through truth before it's late.
Old records spun beneath the buzzing light. Dusty piano breathing life into the night. A mellow horn cried somewhere in the mix. Simple drums landing steady like bricks. The neighborhood moved to its unwritten code. Heavy conversations on familiar roads. Some carry anger like a loaded chain. Others carry wisdom born from pain. Hip-hop became a diary no flame could burn. Every verse another page to earn. Not for applause or glittering fame, just to leave honesty attached to my name. The train rolled overhead, shaking every wall, reminding us that nothing stands forever tall. Still we build hope from what remained, planting small victories inside the rain.
Time leaves fingerprints,
Memory
keeps receipts.
truth outlives noise. Slower through familiar streets, finding strength inside unfinished defeats. The snow still falls, the city still breathes. Every season teaches those willing to see. I don't chase ghosts, they already know my face. I'm chasing peace at a deliberate pace. Legacy isn't measured by the loudest voice, it's measured by the weight behind each choice. So when the final record reaches its end, may these words still travel with the wind. Not because the story sought fame, because the truth remembered every name.
Cassette rewinds, the snow keeps falling.
Another winner,
Another testimony.
Evidence. Winner write statements. Concrete, keep spreading. Winner write statements. Concrete, great keeps records. Winner write statements. Snow settles flow on the rusted fire escape. Gray skies folding over every block like tape. Street lights flicker, casting halos on the frost. Every corner carry names the years it lost. Mama counted blessings while the cupboard stayed thin. Hope wore heavy boots against the freezing wind. Neighbors spoke softly through apartment walls, learning every echo before silence falls. The pavement knew stories no paper could print. Every footprint faded but the memory didn't. Some hearts turn colder than the season itself. Trading tomorrow for a moment of wealth. Every choice leave fingerprints across the years, hidden beneath pride, regret, and fear. The city never judged, it simply observed, giving back exactly what every soul deserved.
Frozen evidence beneath the snow. The streets remember what the headlines don't. Every scar becomes another page. Every lesson outlives every age. Hold your ground when the nights get long. Truth grows louder than a siren song. If the winter tests your soul again, stand like stone against the wind.
Dusty jazz, drifting through a basement speaker. Old roads chords, making cold nights deeper. Boom bap, heartbeat, steady in the room. Turning quiet struggle into something that could bloom. Ciphers by the corner under flickering light. Trading honest verses through the freezing night. No costumes, no masks, no polished disguise. Just weathered ambition reflected in our eyes. Loyalty wasn't spoken, it was proven with time. Measured by actions instead of a rhyme. The block could raise you or break your resolve. Every answer brought another problem to solve. Still the music carried what words couldn't say. Finding light where the darkness chose to stay. The rhythm became shelter from the bitter cold. Teaching young hearts to value truth over gold.
The city files every memory. No witness escapes time. No season erases consequence.
Years pass slowly like trains in the snow, leaving tracks that only old souls know. The mirror shows scars that no one else could read. Proof that survival begins with what you believe. Now every verse feels like a letter to the past, a reminder that honest words are built to last. The skyline changes, the heartbeat remains, still moving through triumph, loss, and pain. When the record stops and the room grows still, the silence carries every ounce of will. Because legacy isn't the noise we make, it's the truth that remains when everything breaks. Cassette rewinds, snow keeps falling, morning comes. The story continues.
Brooklyn never sleeps. It only remembers.
Snow covered every footprint by the avenue. Cold wind whispering stories nobody ever knew. Blue lights painted halos on abandoned brick walls. Dreams learned to crawl before they ever stood tall. Every stairwell echo names the city won't repeat. Broken promises frozen underneath my feet. Mama prayed quietly while the sirens played loud, trying to find heaven somewhere inside the crowd. A jacket ain't enough when December owns your soul. Some trade tomorrow just to fill another bowl. The mirror told the truth that my pride couldn't hide. Survivor wears a different face on every side. I watched the ambition wrestle guilt beneath the moon. Some reached the top, others disappeared too soon. No heroes in the hallway, only choices made. Every shadow collecting another unpaid debt.
The snow remembers every step we made, even when the daylight slowly fades. Blood don't wash away with winter rain. Every street writes history in pain.
Still I breathe,
Still I rise, looking past these smoke-filled skies. If tomorrow calls my name again, I'll answer stronger than I've ever been.
the record spins slow through dusty speakers hum. Old drums hit heavy like the beat of a numb heart. Roads keys floating through the freezing air. Hope always sounds different when nobody's there. Loyalty is currency, too rare to keep. Some sold their conscience while the neighborhood slept. Truth ain't expensive, it's costly to survive. Keeping both your soul and your hunger alive. Every train passing sounded like another prayer. Steel wheels singing secrets nobody would share. The city builds kings then forgets their names, leaving empty crowns inside forgotten frames. Hip-hop wasn't noise, it became our light, giving broken voices somewhere safe to fight. Every verse stitched another scar into a song, teaching lost believers they still belong. No witness, no headline, only echoes beneath the elevated tracks. The snow melts, the memories don't. I don't chase ghosts, they already know my face.
Walking with reflection at an honest pace. The streets gave lessons no classroom could hold. How to keep compassion when the nights grow cold. If destiny arrives wearing yesterday's disguise, I greet it with the truth instead of borrowed lies. Legacy is measured by the lives we raise, not by temporary fortune or applause and praise. So this is for the corners that still know my name, for every quiet dream surviving through the pain. When the final needle lifts above the groove, may these words prove the human heart can still move. Tape stops. Snow falls. The city keeps breathing. The story keeps living.
The snow covers footprints. The city remembers the weight. January painted every rooftop gray. Morning moved slow where the cold was stayed. Steam climbed quietly through iron rails like old prayers hidden inside exhale. Mama folded hope into yesterday's bread, keeping faith alive where comfort fled. Hallway lights buzz like tired thoughts. Every neighbor carried battles, never bought the corner watch without saying a word. Truth traveled farther than anything heard. Broken glass glitter beside fresh snow. Beauty and danger learning to coexist below. The mirror asks what survival costs. How many bridges get quietly lost? Every answer echoed through empty trains. Every lesson written without names. The winner keeps every secret alive, waiting to see who learns to survive. The streets don't cheer and they don't condemn. They simply remember where you've been. Stand with purpose, stand with grace. Time reveals the strongest face. When tomorrow writes another line, leave behind a truthful sign. Yeah, dusty piano looping through the room. Warm roads floating underneath the gloom. Simple drums breathing with steady pace, giving quiet stories their rightful space. The horn cried softly from another age, turning old memories into another page. Hip-hop echoed under station beams, holding together impossible dreams. Friends became family through difficult years, sharing victories, hunger, doubt, and fears. Loyalty wasn't measured by loud claims, but by who remained when nobody came. Every rhyme became another photograph, capturing moments that disappeared too fast. Not to glorify the weight we knew, but to remind ourselves what people can get through. Snow melts, consequences remain. Character outlives reputation. Slower through familiar blocks, listening more than I watch the clocks. The skyline changes with passing years, but every foundation remembers its years. I carry yesterday without its chains, only the wisdom that quietly remains. The loudest voices eventually fade, the honest ones never decay. When the needle lifts and silence grows, the city still breathes beneath the snow. Another generation finds its way, writing tomorrow from yesterday. Cassette rewinds, the train departs, winner listens. The story continues. One mic, one loop, one story. One mic, one mic, one mic, one mic, one mic, one mic, one loop, one loop, one loop. One story. Concrete taught lessons that the schools never could. Growing where survival wore weatherhood. Mama stretched the dollar till it learned to multiply. Still she found a reason every morning not to cry. The hallway smelled of smoke and yesterday's regret. Dreams stayed alive though the rent wasn't met. Every corner had a face, every face had a scar. Some chased the skyline, some never got far. Pressure made diamonds or buried good souls. Life dealt cards with invisible toes. Trust came expensive, betrayal came cheap. Some promises talk, why the loyal ones keep. Late nights counting stars through a cracked up blind, trying to lead the way to the block behind. But every step forward echo where I've been. The hardest battles always started within. These cracks in the pavement remember our names. Every loss, every lesson, every fire, every flame. Still we stand when the skyline disappears, building hope from the dust of forgotten years. No gold chains can measure what the struggle made. Truth shines brighter than the money we chase. If tomorrow opens one more door, we'll walk through stronger than before. Old jazz records spinning in the basement room. Dusty loops chasing shadows through the gloom. Rose keys floating like a midnight prayer. Every note reminded me somebody cared. Ciphers on the sidewalk after sunset fell. Trading honest verses more than stories to sell. No filters, no gimmicks, just a notebook and pain. Trying to find sunlight through a week of rain. The older head spoke with quiet confidence, teaching every rhyme should carry evidence. Not about pretending to be larger than life, but telling every chapter with precision and insight. Hip-hop wasn't fashion, it became a guide, giving broken voices somewhere safe to reside. The beat stayed simple, the message stayed true, because real stories always cut right through.
The city never sleeps, it studies every choice. Every block has memory, every rhyme has purpose.
Now the mirror shows a wiser version of my face, still carrying the echoes of that neighborhood space. I learned success begins before the crowd applauds, built by discipline when nobody nods. The hunger never left, it simply changed shape, from chasing loose change to escaping fate. Every setback sharpened another dream. Nothing is exactly what it first may seem, so I write these pages for the kids like me, searching for tomorrow where tomorrow's hard to see. May they find courage where I found mine, between dusty records and a simple rhyme. When the needle lifts and the speakers grow still, the message keeps climbing every stubborn hill, because a real voice outlives every trend. That's where true stories begin. Cassette click, click, click.
The vinyl keeps turning,
the beat fades, the truth remains. Winner keeps receipts. The pavement never forgets. Yeah. Gray clouds hanging low above the avenue signs. Every frozen breath carried unfinished lives. Snow settled softly on abandoned brick stairs. Silence wore a heavy coat nobody could spare. Blue lights painted halos across shattered glass. Another headline disappeared before it could last. The corner store remembered faces more than names, watching every season shuffle winners into flames. Some chase survival with tomorrow in their hands. Others lost direction, chasing shortcuts through the lands. Trust grew thinner than the ice across the curb. Every whispered promise faded without words. Mama lit a candle by the frosted window frame, praying destiny and mercy weren't the same outside. The wind translated pain in the song, teaching every lonely heart how to carry on. White ash falling where the cold wind blows. Every scar blooms beneath the snow. The streets don't sleep, they document souls, writing quiet truths no headline knows. Through every winter I remain, learning wisdom from the weight of pain. If hope survives another night, the sunrise still belongs to light. Old cassette spinning through worn out speakers. Dusty roads wrapped around forgotten dreamers. The drums hit solid like determined footsteps. Simple rhythms holding conversations with regret. The train rolled overhead like distant thunder, shaking every memory buried deep under.
concrete, carry stories hidden from the crowd. Some too soft to whisper, some too fierce aloud. Loyalty was tested every passing week, not by loud declarations, by the strength to keep. Every choice echoed longer than a gunshot. Every consequence stayed after fear forgot. Hip-hop became the notebook no fire could erase, giving broken voices somewhere safe to face. The ghosts of ambition, the weight of the past, trying to build something honest that could last. The city collects evidence. Every wall remembers, every season leaves fingerprints. Time changes faces, truth keeps its voice. Now I walk slower through familiar streets, finding quiet victories inside small defeats. The cold still bites, but it no longer owns. Strength grows quietly inside weathered bones. If tomorrow opens one forgotten door, I'll bring every lesson gathered from before. Not every battle needs another scar. Sometimes survival is simply knowing who you are. So let the record spin until the needle fades. Let the snowfall cover yesterday. The city keeps moving, the rhythm remains, turning every memory into something reclaimed. Cassette clicks, the subway fades. When it keeps watching, the music keeps breathing.